Good morning and welcome to Textile Express. I'm here in the dress room today and I'm going to talk to you about dungarees, specifically the Tilly and the Buttons Erin pattern. So this is a pattern that I made a few months ago now. I made it pretty much as soon as it came out, I think. There's a lot of this style of dungarees about. They're super duper comfy to wear. I hadn't invested in a pair, so I thought it was about time that I made one. And at the time we had this really cool, we've still got it in now, this viscose linen with the floral print, which just makes me smile every time I wear it. So before we go into suggestions for fabrics, I just thought I'd talk to you a little bit about the pattern. So the Erin is available as 3 different leg lengths. So basically there's a full length version, a cropped version and also a shorts version. We'll try and put a little picture of the different options up here for you. There's also 2 different tie options. So you've got the buttonhole and then you just loop it through and tie it up, or you can also alter it so you've got ties that come from the front and the back, meet in the middle, tie on the top. I went for the buttonhole option, but Julie, who works here, somewhere underneath, I have them, had the very clever idea of putting some eyelets. So we sell these are eyelets with washers, and there's a little tool that comes to insert those, just give them a smack with a hammer. And there you go. So if you don't like doing buttonholes, these are a really good alternative. Also slightly easier to thread through and tie, because I'll admit it, the buttonholes do get a little bit fiddly with the chunky tie. Back to the pattern, there are a patch pocket option, which I decided not to do because I didn't want the extra bulk around here. I kind of wish, now that they're made, that I had put in a side pocket, because everyone likes pockets, don't they? I'm kind of missing them now that I'm wearing the dungarees and I've got nowhere to put my bits and pieces, my phone, my scissors, that sort of thing. So yeah, if I made them again, I would definitely put some side pockets in. Also, nice detail, rather than just having sort of one solid piece to do the whole front panel of the dungarees, which quite a lot of the patterns do. The Erin has got multiple sections, so you've got 3 pieces to make up the front bib, and then also you've got a seam just here across the waist for the legs. So the great thing about that is it makes it much easier to fit the pattern to your shape, and there's more flexibility to alter it to suit you. Also, another really nice detail, I don't know if you can actually see it while I'm sat here, but there is an option, if you want to line the bib, so it looks really, really tidy from the inside, because sometimes on the dungarees you do get a little bit flash of the inside. So I went for this contrast sort of starburst design. If you wanted to not go for the contrast, you could of course use the same as your face, or just pop a plain lining in there. It was a great pattern to sew, really simple to sew. I thought that the bib might get a little bit fiddly because of it being lined, and I was thinking, oh, it would be easier not to have a lined bib, but I'm really pleased with the results. It was very, very simple. As with all Tilly and the Buttons patterns, there is great video tutorials online, and they always put hacks and that sort of thing up as well. So lots of information on Tilly's website. So yeah, if you're looking for a super comfortable, easy to sew dungaree, give this a go. Just one last point, sorry, before we move on to the fabrics, about the ties. If you don't like the ties as a feature, but you do like this sort of quite relaxed, slouchy shape of the dungarees, we sell these classic sort of dungaree clasps, so it just, well, you all know how they work, clip down, twist out. So if you didn't like having this extra fabric of the tie, or you're worried about them coming undone or something like that, you could alter it and put these classic clasps on instead. So enough of me chatting about the pattern, we'll move on to fabrics. So I have picked these for the Erin, but there's no reason why you couldn't use them for a different dungaree pattern if you've got something else, you know, in your stash that you like, or you've seen a different pattern that you'd like. I think universally these would work pretty well for most dungaree or overall patterns. So to start off with, The fabric I've used is a linen viscose, and this is the Spring Blues, I think it's called. It's available in this navy colour, but also in a really pretty spring, so it's sort of like a spring colours, kind of a creamy background with pink flowers, and then the big, I don't know my flower names, I'll be honest, but still big pretty white flowers, lots of green foliage. So that's really pretty if you're not into the dark colours. The great thing about the linen viscose is it hangs really nicely and it's not too heavy. So if you want to wear the dungarees in summer, this works really, really cool. So this design here went for an abstract one, is the abstract painting in primary. So you can see it hangs really beautifully, got really nice movement to it. So it just makes a really, really comfy dungaree. Basically when they're on, you don't really know they're there. Super duper comfortable, breathable, and I just liked the addition of the viscose in with the linen because it doesn't crease quite so much as just a pure linen would. And like I say, it just hangs a bit nicer on the bodice and on the legs. And obviously you've got the lined bodice, so if you're looking at it and thinking, actually I think it looks a little bit too floaty for what I want, the lining just adds a little bit of extra structure and stability to it. So my next choice for the dungarees is this lovely corduroy. So this is our 6 whale soft touch cord. It's available in about 4 different colours. If you wanted a narrower cord, we also do an 8 whale cord, which is available in I think about 10 or 12 colours. That's a really great basic cord. But I've chosen this one again because it's just got that sort of slouchy, soft feel to it. So this is the pink colourway, and you can see the yellow colourway here on the Clio. If the bright colours aren't your thing, we also do like a grey and a denim blue. The corduroy is great if you want something a little bit heavier for more sort of spring, autumn, winter. If you're thinking you're going to dress it up with, I don't know, some big socks, chunky boots, maybe throw a big woolen jumper over the top or something like that. It's just moving away from that sort of summer vibe dungaree and going more into winter. Saying that, if you're going for the bright colours, no reason why you can't wear them in summer and spring too. But that's a really, really lovely soft corduroy. The next one I've picked out is again another abstract print. Sorry, pulled out lots of abstract prints today. I'm obviously fancying those over the florals at the moment. This is a cotton twill by a French company. So this is in our dress section, but could be used for curtains as well and soft furnishings, which I think dungarees lend themselves really well to if you wanted to sort of break the rules as such. And use a curtain fabric, something like a cotton Panama would work really, really well. The only thing that I would check if you're planning on using a curtain fabric rather than a dress fabric, please check the washing instructions, because obviously not all curtain fabrics are designed in a way that they're built to be washed as often as we would wash our clothes, basically. But anyway, back to this fabric. So it's a cotton twill. So it's quite a stiff cotton, so perfect for the dungarees. And the twill, I don't know if you can, it's probably a bit far away for you to see, sorry, but you can see almost a twill means that it's got the diagonal lines across it, so it's in the type of the weave of the cotton. This design is the Iggy Blue Multi. We've got not different colourways of this, but if you like this cloth, there's a really pretty floral, and there is also a really nice one with different ladies and that sort of thing on. Very, very pretty. Check them out on our website. So again, perfect for dungarees. It'll be a bit more hard wearing, probably a bit more transitional between the seasons. It doesn't drape quite the same as the corduroy that I've shown you, and also the linen viscose. So if you're looking for a more structured, probably slightly more hard wearing pair of dungarees, this would be perfect for that. Or even a slightly heavier cotton, like the Panamas that I said that are perfect for curtain making generally. So I think about 3 or 4 members of the team have made these Erin dungarees now, and the most popular fabric for it has been our Rami linen. So this is the rust colourway, which is lovely, and if you haven't heard us chattering on about Rami linen before, it's really cool cloth because it's made from nettles rather than like traditional linens that are made from the flax plant. So it is more sustainable. Obviously nettles can grow in abundance, and you can weave it into this really nice cloth. So it behaves like a linen but doesn't crease quite as badly. There's still a little bit of creasing, it's just the nature of the cloth. But yeah, it's been really popular, not just for dungarees but for all sorts of dressmaking: trousers, tops, shirts, pyjamas, skirts, anything, you name it. It is very versatile cloth, but perfect for the Erin. Really nice weight, and it is available, looking across to the section, in about 15 different colours, I think. If you're more of a traditionalist, we do also do a range called our eco washed linen. So if you would prefer to stick to a linen rather than the Rami linen, then give that a look. Again, it would be perfect for the Erin dungarees, and there's some really pretty summer colours in that, so check it out. The last fabric I have chosen is a denim, just to go for a bit of a classic really. So this is our 8-ounce washed denim. It's available in 3 different shades. So this is the medium colourway. There's also a lighter sort of chambray colour, and then also a classic indigo denim. So it's a really nice, quite a soft denim. It's already pre-washed and finished, so it's got a lovely handle to it. So again, it will work in a similar way to the Rami. It's a similar weight, and just a classic look really with the denim. Quite a cool variation I think would be to maybe like patch them, so you could do different sections in the different colour denims. That could be quite cool. So yeah, just finishing on a classic really. So I hope you found that helpful. If you've been looking at the Erin but you just didn't know what to make it from, it's giving you a few different options, from the linens to the corduroys to the denims. But yeah, a great pattern. Very, I would say, a good progressive pattern. So if you've done the real basics from Tilly and the Button, like the Stevie dress, or perhaps a Stevie top, which works actually really well underneath the dungarees, this is a really good step up. So it will challenge you a little bit, but it's not impossible. So give it a go, and if you make them, send us some pictures of your dungarees. All right, I'll see you all soon. Bye.